Hi guys, Mr. Shiny Side here. Welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to hop on here and do a quick Sephora and Ulta haul. And I do have one thing from Target, but I threw it in with the Ulta stuff because obviously you can get it at Ulta. I'm going to start off with the order that I placed online. This first product is the Cover FX Custom Cover Drops in the shade N10. I have been looking at these for a long time and I never really pulled the trigger. This used to be my favorite kind of foundation where it's really, really liquidy and you use a brush. I've been using a sponge now for a few years just since I've been experiencing a little bit more dryness in my skin, particularly around my nose. But I really just wanted to add this to my collection, so we'll see if this shade is correct. I believe this is the fairest one that the cover drops come in, but I know that the cream foundation I was matched to in store as an N0 at one point, so I will have to keep you posted and let you know what I think, but I'm excited to try out the custom cover drops by Cover FX. This next product is a cult favorite for many people. I have never tried anything from this brand of my own purchasing. I have gotten samples from them before. This is the Estée Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup, a little container like that. I got it in the shade 1C1 Cool Bone. Again, not sure if the shade will fit me at all. I think that this will run a little bit too dark, but I figure we're going into the summertime and I should get a little bit of color from being outside. But after Tati did a video on this the other day testing it out and how flawless it looked on her skin, I really did want to give it a try because I know this is some people's tried and true favorite foundation. This is a repurchase, but I got a sample of this as the VIB birthday gift one year. This is the Marc Jacobs Highliner in Blacquer number 42, which is just a black pencil. I spent $20 on a gel eyeliner. Let that sink in. I have very watery eyes. I did my makeup with brown in my lower waterline. You probably can't even see it anymore because my eyes are still so watery. This is the only thing that I've ever used that was black twist up gel eyeliner that stayed in my waterline. So I'm really excited to have this back in my life, and now it's a full size instead of a mini, so it should last a pretty long time because I don't use black in the waterline too often, but maybe now I'll start to get more adventurous and do a little bit more. This next product is actually not in the box, it is in my bathroom. This is the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Eye. It is an eye cream, looks like that. I have only been using this for a few days. I ran out of my Sunday Riley autocorrect, so stay tuned to my empties video that I'll be filming here shortly to give you my review on that product. But I like it. It sinks in a lot faster than the autocorrect did. I didn't have to like rub on my skin as much to warm up the product. This is very liquidy. It's not like a serum or anything, but it's a very liquidy cream. And that's all I know. I don't have any other opinions on it yet as far as if it does anything for brightening, my under eye bags, my wrinkles, or anything like that, but I will let you know. Now, this is not a product that I ever thought I would purchase. Seems a little bit superfluous, but I figured that this was the best value for what I wanted it for. I, like the rest of the world, love Yves Saint Laurent or YSL's Black Opium perfume. It's delicious, it smells so great. It's like feminine but a little bit musky, which is my preference on scents for the most part. And I just can't pull the trigger on buying that perfume. I know YSL is a high-end luxury brand, and spending over $100 on a 3-ounce bottle of perfume is just not what I think I'm going to ever do. Maybe if my hubby gave it to me as a gift, hint, hint. But I ended up finding that they have a hair mist on the Sephora website, and it is Black Opium in a hair mist. This is 1 fluid ounce, and it was only $40. I was kind of concerned because of how inexpensive that it was that they might have diluted it, or the scent wouldn't be the same, but it is delicious, and they did not spare any money on the bottle either. It's gorgeous, speckled, got a nice spritz on top. I'm glad that they kept it in more of a perfume-looking bottle instead of going with like a hair care, really skinny, tall bottle. But yeah, I love this scent, and I'm really happy to have it in my life as a full size. I did pick up a mini gift set. This is the Fenty Beauty gift set that comes with the gloss and then the highlighter. So this is the Bomb Baby gift set. So it has the Kilowatt Freestyle highlighter and then the gloss bomb. The reason that I got this instead of getting the traditional lip gloss or the traditional highlighter is because I know that their highlighters are a split pan, and personally I'm not into a glitter highlighter for myself, and I know that half of the pan is really like natural looking and then the other half is more of like a glittery highlight, and then the full size ones, the only one that I would have been interested in is the white one, but I figure I already have Becca's Pearl. But anyways, and I never go through a gloss. I either lose it or it goes bad. But I was just excited to get this and see what all the hype is about on Fenty Beauty. When I was looking at this online, I was kind of thinking that the highlight kind of reminded me of Champagne Pop in tone, which I definitely can't match it up to myself all the time. So that's the other reason too why I wanted to get it. And I mean, look how adorable that they are. They're so tiny. I love tiny products. Now here are the samples that I was able to pick up. I picked up the Alterna Hair Care Serum in a little packet. That's actually a good size for hair care, which is nice. I got the Josie Maran 100% pure argan oil, just a little tiny one, but I have 2 of them, so again, I don't know. This was just kind of hanging out over by all this stuff. And then the Supergoop 50 SPF Everyday Sunscreen in a little sachet. These next couple of products were things that I picked up actually in store. I went into a Sephora inside JCPenney to see if they had this mask. And again, this is something that is in my bathroom. This is the Philosophy Pore Extractor Mask by Purity, in a box like that. This is the weekly wow for Sephora, so I believe it is on Wednesdays. They post products that they are discounting, and they're discounted online and in store. I happen to get a little bit more lucky than just that. This is normally $35, and it was on the weekly wow for $21. When I went inside to my Sephora inside JCPenney, it actually was an additional % off, which I did not know until I purchased it. So this I actually got for $17.50 for the full size, as opposed to the 1 fluid ounce size, which is normally the travel size, is normally $18, and this is a 2.5 ounce size. So I figured that was pretty good. I don't know if I'm just not blown away because I don't have a ton of blackheads. It does say in only 2 uses see virtually blackhead free skin. I've only used it once. I was kind of hoping that it would help with my sebaceous filaments on my nose a little bit more, just because it does have the salicylic acid treatment in there. But I'm not really sure. Again, I'll have to use it a few more times and see what I think. Now, I am a clearance shopper. I know that Sephora doesn't always have like a huge clearance section, and I usually shop from them online, but when I was in store, I saw this Cover FX Perfect Light Highlighting Powder in the clearance section, and it was reduced to $17 from $35. It's not listed like this on the Sephora Inside JCPenney website or on just the Sephora app as being on clearance, but I would have never picked this up because of how dark that it looks. This is what it looks like. It is in the shade Moonlight. I actually have it on today, so you should be able to see it. I put it on pretty heavily. But look how dark that this is in the pan. Like, I don't know that you'll really be able to see. Like, it's darker than my skin, so I would have never bought this in a million years, but it was half off, and I love it. I think it's very pretty. It's definitely more of a buildable highlighter, which I like, because I do have quite a few that kind of wham bam right away. So this is one you can actually build up, and I think really blend it into the skin. While I was there, I also got color matched to the Fenty Beauty Foundation as closely as we could. The undertone looked like it was going to be better for a deeper shade. I think she tried matching me to like 140, but then I know that that stuff oxidizes quite a bit, so I actually ended up taking 120 home, which is the lightest shade. So I will have to do a review on that and see. Maybe I'll combine it with the other 2 Fenty products that I have. And then the last thing that I got from Sephora is a little sample-y thing. This is the Lip Maestro Intense Velvet Color in the shade 400, so it's basically a liquid lipstick mini. Moving on to Ulta. The whole reason that I went to Ulta or purchased stuff from Ulta in the first place was because this Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer broke the internet, basically. everybody's talking about how it is equivalent to Shape Tape. It even has the Shape Tape wand applicator, the huge, you know, doe foot applicator. I want to give it a try. I'm almost out of my Shape Tape, and I've had it for a long time. With this whole Shape Tape gate situation, that's what I'm kind of calling it. I'm not sure that I really want to support that brand at this moment. Plus, they don't have a great shade range for me even. I'm usually too fair for their foundations anyways, but I'm just going to kind of swatch it. Alright, it's definitely drying down pretty much immediately. I have it swatched on my hand right there. This is basically a concealer haul, so I'm gonna continue on with the other two concealers that I got. Moving on, I've got the BH Studio Pro Total Coverage Concealer. Looks like that. I got it in the shade 100 Fair, I believe. It just says 100 on here. This is the weirdest applicator for a concealer I've ever seen. It's almost like a lip gloss applicator. Like there's a little, you're supposed to rub it in, I guess. It's definitely a thick concealer, and it's definitely lighter than the other one. The top one is the BH and the bottom one is the Conceal and Define, so this one's lighter, but I want to give it some time to settle because sometimes concealers can oxidize, which I learned in my last concealer I was excited about, the Age Rewind. I do want to compare this next one to the existing one. So this next concealer I picked up from Target. This is the odd man out. This is the Maybelline New York Fit Me Concealer in the new lightest shade, which is 5 Ivory. This is the shade that they have right now. This is in the shade 15. 15 is lighter than 10. As you can tell, 15 is darker than these two, but it is oxidizing already. So this is the shade 5 Ivory. Kind of swatching haphazardly now. So this is the new shade 5, and then this is the shade 15 right here. So I think you can definitely see the difference in tone. I mean, this one's starting to oxidize. I think this one still does too, but it's not quite nearly as bad. That's actually lighter than my skin tone right now. Last product that I got from Ulta is the Catrice Cosmetics Volumizing Lip Balm. Looks like this, super cute. This came cracked from Ulta. They don't believe in bubble wrap. They had like paper in here. But I like it. I've only used it like 2 or 3 times at this point. It's just a nice little lip balm. It's sheer, but it's pink in the tube, and I definitely feel a little bit of volumizing. It's not like a lip gloss that like burns your lips to make them bigger. I think it literally has like vitamin E and stuff like that, where it'll actually plump your lips because they're being hydrated better, and then also there might be like a tiny bit of some kind of oil to make it like a tingly, but nothing crazy. Now I follow several accounts on Instagram where they talk about all the different beauty deals that you can get. I don't remember off the top of my head who posted about this, but I sent them a message on Instagram, so I will link their Instagram down below because don't follow them if you want to keep your money. That's all I'm saying. But this is the Laura Geller Baked Highlighter in French Vanilla. It was a little mini that I got from just making a $15 purchase, I think. So, teeny tiny. Again, this is another highlight where just from looking at it, I'm like, that's too dark for me. I'm not sure about that. But it does give that like subtle sheen to the skin. I haven't tried it on my face yet, but I'm looking forward to it. It's definitely nothing glittery. This would be, to me, kind of like a no makeup, like maybe some mascara, brows, maybe this, as the highlight if I didn't want to be like beaming to the gods. But I'm excited to try it. I have never tried anything from Laura Geller. For once in my life, Ulta remembered my samples, which is awesome. I don't know if anybody else has that problem when you order from Sephora or Ulta. If they forget your samples, write to them. I know a lot of people will be like, where are my samples? And I had that one instance on Instagram Live where I opened a Sephora order that was supposed to have like one thing in it and I didn't have any samples in it. If you reach out to a company like that, at least I have, and not been rude, I've just been like, hey, my samples are missing. They either give you extra beauty bank points in your account like Sephora does, or even Ulta said they were going to send me more samples and then told me it was going to take like 10 business days for them to send out. I'm like, fine. And then they didn't come, so I emailed them again and said, hey, where are my samples? Are they on their way? And they gave me like a $5 e-gift card. So don't feel like it's your problem to not reach out to them and complain on social media and be that person. I would rather reach out and be like, hey, mistakes happen, but like, I spent money, so can I have something? Because, I mean, what's the bad thing with companies giving you minis of stuff? You're gonna fall in love with it and end up buying it full size like the frickin' eyeliner I did? Duh. Stupid. Stupid not to give us free stuff, right? They gave me the Cover FX sampler of a foundation. This is the Natural Finish Foundation. Unfortunately, none of these work for my skin tone. This is N20, N40, and N100, so none of those are going to work for me, unfortunately. This one I was actually pretty impressed with. This one is the Josie Maran Argan Oil Fluid Foundation, and they gave me a ton of samples, and they're like little tubes, so for sure I'm going to use RG5, that's the lightest shade. They gave me RG5, RG20, RG45, RG50, RG65, and RG80, so they gave a pretty good shade range, I think, for samples, so that's pretty cool. And then last product that I have is the Hask Chia Seed Oil Shampoo and Conditioner with Hydro Boost, this little packets. I like to hold on to these. They're easy to throw in like a overnight bag or anything like that, or if you have people over, then they can use a product if they're just not feeling what you have in your shower or whatever. But that was everything that I got from Sephora, Ulta, and that one thing from Target. What have you been picking up lately? I know that Target completely revamped their beauty section. Sonia Kashuk is totally different. They're bringing in new brands. Like I saw Dermalogica on the shelf at my Target, which is insane. It's like a $70 cleanser was it on the shelf at my Target. So crazy. Please subscribe if you haven't already and ring the bell. That will be notified anytime that I upload. Please give me a thumbs up if you like to continue watching unboxings and hauls. Please follow me on my other social media if you'd like to stick around for more updates from me. I am Mrs. Shynyside on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, and on Facebook and Pinterest I am Stephanie Shynyside, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye guys!